the world will end in... I don't know, we're going to find out in today's video. Which is called 8 dates, that's a lot of dates, when the world might end. Or probably will end. Or it might never end, we'll never know. So we're going to find out today. So if you're intrigued by this video, stay tuned. Leave a like, subscribe when ready. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. Turn your notifications as well so you don't miss another video. Any other videos you want me to react to, leave them in the comments. And yeah, let's get into it.
It's hard to imagine right now, but it's no secret that one day the world will end.
Probably.
The question on everyone's mind is
when
and how. Well, there are 8 dates in particular when the world will most likely end. These predictions have been made by award-winning scientists.
Yeah, but they're saying that. They said 2012 the world will blow up, and well, it's 2024, so...
Computer models which have predicted other major events in history.
I mean, I wasn't old enough at the time to understand that. I was 11, well, 10, then slash 11. So... But, like, if I was, I guess now, how old I'm now, 22... And you know, if I was 22 and I was understanding about that stuff, then it would have been interesting living at that time. It's like, a lot of people, like, as soon as they hit 2012, alright, that's it, game over.
And even some of the greatest scientific minds of all time, for example, Isaac Newton. So let's look at the 8 most accurate dates when the world will likely come to an end.
Okay, good to know.
March 16th, 2880.
2880.
Space is a very...
I don't know about you, but I don't think any of us watch... Me and anyone watching this is going to be around in 2880.
Very dangerous place. And humans have almost no control of what flies around Earth in space. One of the greatest threats to Earth is an asteroid named 1950 DA. There is a high probability this asteroid will collide with Earth. The asteroid is moving at a rate of 15 kilometers per second. It's also very large. It has a diameter of 1.3 kilometers.
Okay.
Now, you may think 1.3 kilometers is big, but not that big. Certainly not big enough to wipe out Earth, right? Well, that's where you'd be wrong. NASA predict that the asteroid will land in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. This would create a massive explosion. It would be the equivalent size of 44,800 megatons of TNT. Okay, and this would be enough to destroy the Earth.
Okay,
According
good to know.
to NASA, this event will occur...
So a rock, it's kind of a thing, a giant rock can destroy everything.
On March 16th, 2880. This is 313,745 days to this date. Exactly 670 years to the date I'm recording this. If anyone's watching this video in 2880, then comment down below. Did the world end or not?
Respectfully, I don't think people watching this video in 2880.
2100.
2100, okay.
Many scientists now say that the year 2100 could be the year the world ends. This is mainly because of the population growing, but the number of natural resources we have depleting. Okay. The more our population grows, the more resources get used. And some scientists say that this is unsustainable. After all, every day 367,000 people are born. It will be 2100 in 79 years. And many scientists say that by then the world's resources will have come to an end. And this will result in the end of human life. Computer models working out how quickly the Earth's supplies will deplete have also arrived at this date. When supplies have run out, many lands will become infertile, meaning that foods can't be grown there. Also, because of climate change, many water reserves will have been depleted. And the general life quality for many people except the super rich will worsen. 2060.
2060, we're getting less and less.
Some end of the world predictions are not based in science. For example,
many
people thought the world would end in the year 2000. That's because computer systems had to switch from a 20th century date to a 21st century date. Also, some thought the world would...
So just because it went to a new century, it thought the world was going to end?
Would end in 2012.
Don't trust this stuff?
This was because of a Mayan calendar. But the year 2060 is when one of the greatest scientific minds of all time said the world would end. This is, of course, Isaac Newton.
When did he say this?
Newton formulated the laws of gravity. Newton predicted that the world would come to an end in 2060. This prediction was found in a notebook fairly recently. He had written this all the way back in 1692. He believed that 1,260 years after the creation of the Roman Empire, the world would end. The Roman Empire was founded in the year 800, meaning that, according to Isaac Newton, the world will end in 2060. This is a mere 39 years away. We'll just have to hope that one of the greatest geniuses in history is wrong. To make things even more mysterious and scary, the year 2060...
This was 400 years ago, so things could definitely change between now and then. Did people predict computers would be around 400 years ago?
It's referenced a lot in Newton's writings. February 5th, 2040.
We're just getting less and less.
In our universe, there are billions of asteroids. Around 17 of these hit Earth every day, but they're normally in places like the ocean or in empty land, so we don't really notice. But on February 5th, 2040, it's believed a very large asteroid will strike Earth.
Where?
This is known as 2011
AG5,
and it has the potential...
Was this supposed to hit in 2012? Is that why it's called 2011?
...to end Earth. It is 140
so it's like 30
meters in diameter.
Late.
The possibility of impact is 1 in 625.
Okay.
These may seem like fairly good odds.
It does.
But remember, your chance of winning the lottery is 1 in 14 million. It may seem impossible, but sometimes people still win. This has convinced many scientists that on February 5th, 2040, the world will end. April 13th, 2036.
I'm sure they're just picking random dates at this point.
It's pretty clear
April
that
13th.
one of the
Is this
most
a Friday?
likely ways our world will come to an end is due to an asteroid.
You've been saying that for the whole video. So that's at least 4 dates now, which you said because of asteroids. The other one just because we're going to just destroy everything in sight, which is probably going to happen. I think the higher chance of the world ending is because of us humans rather than an actual rock.
Are so large and unexpected, and there's pretty much nothing humans can do. Remember, the Jurassic Age was already wiped out and ended by asteroids. Some say that man will follow the same fate as dinosaurs and be wiped out. One of the most dangerous asteroids to Earth is known as Apophis. One of the most dangerous asteroids to Earth is known as Apophis.
That's such a random name.
400 meters in diameter. The unpredictable thing about this asteroid is it often changes course. In 2006, it almost collided with Earth, but thankfully it adjusted its route, and now the odds are slightly lower. Scientists believe that when this does hit Earth, it will either strike in Russia or in Venezuela. But make no mistake, wherever you are...
Venezuela? I mean, I get Russia, because it's a giant country. Venezuela, that is a random one.
You will be affected when this asteroid strikes Earth. 2030.
2030.
In the year 2030, a natural catastrophe may happen. And when it does, only 20% of the world's population will survive. This is a prediction made by the scientist James Lovelock. It said water, electricity, and even air will only be accessible to the richest people on Earth. This scientist predicts that by 2030 the climate will be split into 2 extremes. One side of the planet will be desert-like, while the other will be Arctic-like. He believes countries like the UK and Ireland may be covered by the ocean, and the rest of Europe may become a desert-like landscape. This scientist has already got one prediction right. In 1965, he anticipated the consequences of fossil fuels by the year 2000. James Lovelock has a simple message: enjoy life while you still can. 2021.
Well, that didn't happen. 2021. Well, it's now 2024.
A lot of crazy things are going on right now.
Bear in mind, this was obviously filmed in 2021, just to put it out there.
Some aren't worried about the current world events. One man named F. Kenton Bashaw says that in 2021 the world will end. He believes that a rapture may take place in 2021. 302,100.
Right. How have we gone from 2021? We've just been 2030, 2021 to now 302,000. Why? What happened to in the middle? Why not 169,000? Get it? Like.
This year may seem like a long way away.
Oh, it is.
According to scientist Peter Tuthill, it's the most likely date the world will end. This is when the triple star WR104 will explode in a supernova.
The what? Why does that just sound like an F1 car?
This will produce a gamma ray burst which could wipe out Earth. But now it's time to make your voice heard.
So we're going to get wiped out by stars. First it was rocks, then it was ourselves, and now it's stars.
Comment down below when you think the world will end, and how.
When will the world end? I will say 5,679. Why not? And how? The sun will explode. I don't know. So when do you think the world will end? Leave it in the comments. And whilst you're down there, like the video if you haven't already and subscribe as well. And yeah, if you want to see any other videos on this channel, click the links here, subscribe to the video as well. And yeah, and I'll see you next one. Bye guys.